Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm starting a new content series to show you how to master Total War Warhammer 3. This will cover both mastery of army maneuvering and strategy and tactical management on the battlefield. But first things first, let's take a look at the prologue box in the lower area of the screen. Move your mouse over it and click the left button. Now we have this screen here, and I'll just read this out to you and then we can proceed from there. Your adventure begins here. Urson, the bear god of Kislev, is silent. Without the Great Bear's benevolence, the motherland freezes and its people suffer. Become the Kislevite prince sent north by the Ice Queen on the ultimate quest. The prologue to the Realm of Chaos campaign is a new Total War experience, perfect for brand new players and those requiring a refresher on the mechanics of the game. Engage in a narrative experience that leads into the story of the Realm of Chaos campaign. Fight intense crafted battles against Warhammer's fantastical enemies. Learn the basics and advanced techniques of generalship in the tumult of battle. Travel across the Chaos Waste, discovering how to conquer and manage settlements. And engage in diplomacy with enemies and allies. So we'll just click this and this will get into the game now. Just a quick loading screen. So during this video we will cover moving your army on the map, leading up to starting your first Warhammer 3 battle. And there we'll conclude the video to continue another time. We've just got a quick prologue video that I can let you watch here. I'll add a timestamp in the YouTube video so you can skip past it if you want to and get straight into the tutorial.
Our motherland is dying. The dark winter devours our fairer seasons. It has been custom for our god, Urson, the Great Bear, to break each winter with his roar. Yet, for 7 long years, he has fallen into silence. And so the ice thickens. Our prayers go unanswered. The people suffer. The Queen has sent me to investigate, to lead an expedition in search of Urson. I am to make contact with our northernmost outpost, Dervingar. It was there, on the edge of the Chaos Wastes, our god's voice was last heard.
Let their courage be our courage.
Our journey has been long and perilous. The dead outnumber the living. We are lost. We are alone.
Your orders, Prince Yuri.
Fuel for the fires. Extra rations for the wounded.
Sir, this expedition has failed. We must turn south, head back to Kislev.
But we've come so far. We push north, find Dervingard.
It's madness! We cannot survive wandering the Chaos Wastes like beggars!
Yuri, brother, we must not abandon our duty. The people of Kislev depend on us.
You'll have my decision by dawn. Urson, each day I pray, but you do not answer. This is our darkest night. Can you not see Kislev suffering? Help us! Show me a sign! Answer me! Then Kislev is lost.
Son of Kislev, I answer in my time of need.
Urson!
I wake in darkness, bound in shadow.
Guide me! I can save you!
I am weak, So you alone shall hear my voice. I will lead you to Dervingard. Your first step to finding me. Follow my voice.
We move north.
Yuri, you have led your kin through the mountain pass. The winds of the Chaos Wastes howl with unmatched fury. Journey north and seek respite.
Okay, just letting him finish talking. So let's get started. So we've got this message box up here. We'll just move the mouse up here and I'll read it out to you. Journey north and find shelter. Yuri, you have led your kin through the mountain pass. The winds of the Chaos Wastes howl with unmatched fury. Journey north and seek respite. You'll get rewarded with some money for that. So you just move your mouse over this box and click there. That will allow you to continue the game. That's how the tutorial works.
Yuri,
you complete it in stages.
What are your orders?
Push north. Find shelter.
And again, just whenever a box shows up, read it and just close it with your mouse.
Yuri,
And now we're
the
getting an on-screen indicator to select Yuri's army. So this is Yuri here. See, it's Yuri Barkov. So what's really useful here is that you're getting, in the prologue throughout, you're getting tooltips explaining what you need to do next. So left click on Yuri or his banner to select your army. So just move your mouse over him or his banner, whichever you want,
find you.
and select him. And this brings up this blue area all around him, if you can see that. Just moving your mouse up and down here will able to let you move around. You can see this blue area all around him. This is the area that you can potentially move.
Ready to pursue.
So what we're going to do now, again, select Yuri
I heard
and move him north. So to do that, you're just moving the cursor up to the indicated point, and once he's selected like this, you're then pressing the right mouse button once, just once, and that will move Yuri north. So it says this bar shows how far Yuri can move. It's currently empty, so Yuri cannot move any further. You can refill it by ending your turn, so we'll be ending that turn a bit later. As you can see, if you highlight it there, it's completely empty, so you've got no movement left there. And as the tooltip says, while on the campaign map, end your turn by left clicking the end turn button. So we just bring the mouse down over here, and as it says, so we can end the turn. As the other tip says there, you can end your turn with enter or with the num-enter key as default. You can change those settings in the settings screen on the main menu or in game. If you go in here to key bindings, and you should get an overview of that. Anyway, we'll end our turn now. So just clicking that button to end the turn.
We should be cautious. Darkness covers this land.
Influence of chaos. The further north we travel, the stronger it becomes.
Missions. You can remind yourself of your ongoing missions at any time by pressing this button. So that it's this small icon here with the skull and the banner attached to it, and that brings up this objective screen. If you want to learn more about a panel, then look out for this button. Press it for a more in-depth explanation. So you need to press that for the tutorial to proceed. Start guided tour, so it's a tooltip. Find Urson to win the campaign. shorter term missions are listed here. So that's going to be our goal throughout this prologue, where I'm showing you, how to master the game. The first thing that we'll be doing is just going through the prologue here. And it says, after you've clicked that, it says if you pin a mission by clicking pin, it will appear here. Hover over the banner to see more information. So we'll do that, and the mouse, and we're hovering over, and it says respite, journey north and find shelter. So again, it's highlighting our goal there. And again, to proceed with this, you're always going to be just moving your mouse over to the flashing area and clicking the button, and then you can continue. So we'll do as the objective says with moving north, and to do that again, so we'll just read this. With Yuri selected, as we are, right click a point on the map within the highlighted selected area to move. So if you've lost your selection of him at any time, just click on him or his banner again, and you can move north, and obviously, so the compass is showing north up there, so good to follow that. Anyway, you can either hold this button down and it will give you an indicator of where you're going to go if you do that, or if you want a quick move, you can just press the button once like this, and that will do a fast move for you.
We found supplies in the snow from Dervingard.
So as I say, we're going
left in a hurry, carried what they could.
We thank Orson. They will be needed.
So as I say, in this tutorial, we're going to just be playing up to the point where we're starting a battle, and then I'll be continuing the next part in the next few days. So we've got the treasury overview here. This shows your treasury, which contains your accumulated wealth. So we have 8,835 there. Excuse me. And we'll just click that off. To continue. While on the campaign map, end your turn by left clicking the end turn button. So again, we're just going down to the bottom right there, following the tutorial to click end turn.
The soldiers are ready. Give the order.
We move north.
Again, if you've lost selection of you, just click him again and press the mouse button once. And we're moving north, so anywhere it appears should be good.
Follow me, uncles.
Yuri, up ahead. Some kind of shelter.
Send word, Garrick. We rest there. I will find you, Godbear.
Okay, so we'll select him again, and this time we just get, you can see this icon whenever you settle over the shelter, and it's showing you in the tooltip above as well. You just right click on the settlement after your cursor changes to the occupy symbol. So now you're going to move him there once it's highlighted like that, with a simple press of the right mouse button. That moves him up here, and then it brings up this menu at the bottom of the screen. So this is important. So to settle it, you usually have multiple options here, but in this case it's simplified. You've got one option, so you'll just be clicking down to the bottom of the screen and occupy. So it says, with no regions currently under control, you have the option to settle your army here.
Yes?
You have found respite. Together, we can overcome the trials ahead.
So I'm getting some pretty cool sort of tips along the way, and dialogue from different characters that we're interacting with. So you found respite. Together we can overcome the trials ahead. Our journey has just begun. And you're getting a cash reward there, but we already have. If you come all the way to the top of the screen here, we can see our treasury is quite large. Okay, so now
The cold bites deep. The shelter is not enough.
Build a camp. Then we can rest.
Okay, so now you've occupied the area, but it's not actually properly developed yet. As you can see, if you bring the mouse down to the icon, you can read it. The ruins of a makeshift camp, now ravaged and open to the elements. But you need to upgrade that, and to do that you need to bring the icon over it, and then it brings up this extra menu here with 3 different options. The last 2 options you won't be able to use yet because your settlement is not at that point yet of growth. So the tooltip will help you here as well if you know, if anything I said wasn't completely clear. So you're just bringing the mouse over it, and you can build the Kislev camp, which is the first option there, and that's what you need to select.
The order has
And you
been
just
given,
click that once with the
but
left
the camp will
mouse
take
button.
time.
And now again, we've done everything we can do this turn, so we're moving the mouse over to the bottom right, and in the highlighted area which is end turn, click, or you can press enter if you want to. And I believe, I'm not certain about this, but I think it should
The camp
save the
protects
game at this
us.
point,
But what of our
if you ever want
supplies?
to load it at this
Keep
point.
them safe. Build a storehouse.
So it's saying build a
Ready to
storehouse
pursue.
at the Kislev refuge that we've got, and you can see now we have a minor camp here. So when you're playing the campaign normally this will also give you a garrison army, but we can talk about that in another tutorial.
We should build the storehouse.
Yep, heard you. So we'll do that. So what to do that, we're just bringing up the second box that's flashing, and now you can build buildings in this settlement. So we'll highlight the storehouse, which is the first tier in the whole chain of buildings that we can use, and we'll build that now. And we'll go down to the bottom right of the corner of the screen, and we'll end the turn again. We've got a tooltip here telling us that it's completed.
We are on the edge.
The storehouse
of
is
chaos.
ready. The supplies are safe.
And that's closed automatically. So we've got the storehouse now. And we're just clicking through these tooltips because they're just telling you that you're getting some income now every turn.
Yuri, ready your warriors. Our sons and daughters cry out and flee in terror. The spilling of their blood must be prevented.
Okay, and we'll just click that now, so that he's just read out that message for us, and we'll get a reward for doing this. So we need to rescue the settlement to the north.
Where is
So again, we're going to be moving our lord. So if you select his banner, you won't be able to select his actual unit model here because he's in the settlement, but you can select his banner. So just click that once with your left mouse button, and again we're moving north.
Go north. We searched for our kin fleeing south. We found them traveling the hidden trails to avoid open ground. Some had left Dervingard. They said the stronghold had fallen, that its commander, the boyar Slavin Kearns, had abandoned his post. Yet others fled from a smaller fort they called the Beacon. They spoke of a tribal chief who thirsted for bloodshed, Skolden, the wolf of Dervingard.
Okay, so the tutorial isn't actually telling you what you need to do here. I suppose it's just assuming that you know, but you know, you might not necessarily know. So basically, you've got 2 options, and either option is good, to be honest with you. Yuri is going to get a positive trait for either of them, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go with Save the Innocent just because that's what I feel like doing. So just bring your mouse over to one of these options, whichever you want. So the first one will give you a reinforcement trait, Save the Innocent. Go to the beacon to save Kislevite lives above all else. Or option 2, Punish the Wolf. Hurry to punish the tribal chief that threatens beacon, and you'll get an entirely different trait for that. I'm not actually sure what that trait is, to be honest, but I'm going to pick the first one because I want to do the nice thing. And we've got another tip box here that we need to close, and Yuri's gained some extra leadership there, so that will make him a bit braver in battle and a bit stronger in general. So we'll just bring the mouse over to that again, to the yellow flashing area, and close it with the left mouse button.
We fight at the beacon. Save who we can.
And
My people suffer.
I'm just going. So if you click on Yuri at this point, you can bring him further north,
Listening.
or you can do that next turn if you want to.
On to Dervingard.
And we'll end the turn. Okay, so now the tooltip is directing us to equip armor on Yuri. So to do that, you need to click this button at the bottom left. It's highlighted with the left mouse button, and you're going to click close this. So this is the area where all of your armor will be kept for all of your characters and all of your equipment. And you're just going to click this with the left mouse button. So that will equip that up here. Sorry, that was wrong edited. This is where your ancillaries are kept. They're your followers. This area up here is where all of your items will be kept. And we're just clicking the tooltip here as directed on ancillaries, and we're going to click the left button on Orthodoxy Pastor. So he's going to improve the leadership of our whole army by 5 points. So again, that's making everyone braver, which is always good, so you definitely want that. Bring the mouse down now, as it says, to finish this area. So just click the left button, and you're clicking Yuri again, and it's directing us to move north yet again, and we're heading to find Skolden.
We must go on. This way.
And just keep going north until this, and you get a cutscene right here.
The fort is under attack.
The enemy carry the flag of the wolf. It must be Skolden.
Yeah, some really good involving dialogue that you're getting in this prologue, and it really can sort of draw you in. I think the series could really learn a lot from this kind of direction, actually. Okay, so we're going to we're nearly at the battle at this point, so just keep that in mind. So just click on Yuri again, the left button, if you've lost him at all, or his banner, and move the cursor up to Skolden. And as a tooltip says on the top left, you're getting this icon here on the screen. It changes from this arrow pointer whenever you're moving anywhere or selecting something, and it changes to this sword icon. That means that you're going to be giving an attack order, and it's highlighted Skolden's army. So it's Skolden the Wolf of Dervingard of the Gerhars Norska, and it's saying enemy army, any arrows indicate forces that can reinforce this army in battle. So that's talking about reinforcements. We can talk about that later. Anyway, your army is selected with the left button, and you're going to select attack now with the right mouse button on Skolden, and that's going to initiate this battle.
Battle draws near. Our soldiers are ready. We see the enemy. The wolf leads an army of Northmen.
And he's got quite a lot of troops there.
They're eager to fight. Bring us to battle.
So get ready. And we'll close this off. And now bring your mouse down to the bottom left, to the bottom of the screen, just to fight the battle. But first, let's have a look. We have Prince Yuri and 2 units of Sargard. This is the area where you can review your unit statistics. Excuse me. And on the right part of the screen here, you can see all the enemy units, and there's quite a few of them. So hopefully we're going to be getting some reinforcements. Anyway, as I said, bring the mouse down to the bottom of the screen in the flashing area, and left click here to start the battle.
Beacon is under attack. Kislevites loyal to the motherland are within. Our army is small, but we can sway the battle if we are as wise as Urson. We approach from the south, while Skolden's Northmen assault the barricades. Their back
Log there, just keeping you. So I really like the prologue. Now I'm just letting it load down. Once it's loaded in your game, you're just going to click down to the continue button, left click, and it will start the battle.
The journey has been long, but we are ready. Fellow Ungols, we are of Kislev. Show these cowardly dogs what that means. They hunger for blood. Let them taste cold steel.
He's giving
The
us a
beacon is
fiery
under
speech
attack.
there.
See for yourself.
Fiery, rousing speech. Okay, so I think we're going to end the video now, and I'll show you the next part next time. Thanks very much for watching, and if you did enjoy the video, please click subscribe and like, and leave a comment as well if you like underneath, if you think there's anything I can improve on, or if you think I might have missed something or you didn't understand something, please let me know in the comments and I'll try and rectify it for the next video for you. Thanks very much for watching, and bye.